Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Freehold Raceway here on Saturday. It is November the 28th, 2015. We'll look at the 8th race. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at 316th Picks for more selections for the whole card from Freehold. You'll hopefully get those up today. A really great card from Freehold. They always put on great cards during the Thanksgiving weekend of racing for the longest time I can remember. Gonna look at race number 8, which is preferred handicap purse $7,000, a 1 mile pace here. We have 8 horses going to post. I'm gonna go to the outside here with number 7. Number 7, and hopefully I say this right. Chancellor on Cullen. A New Zealand bred horse here. It's getting Lasix for the first time. This is the horse's first pari-mutuel race in America. Has one qualifier. That was last week at Freehold. 1 mile in a qualifier. Finished qualifier 155 and 3. Won it by 1.5 lengths. It was just an easy qualifier. Just getting really revved up, and it was pretty good, I have to say. That was the horse's first any kind of race since the 24th of April. That was over in Australia, down under mile 3/8 in a $14,000 race. Finished 7 by 7 lengths. Just looking at the running line here, it doesn't give you a lot on these international races, but he hasn't won since about a year ago on the 9th of November last year, mile and 3/8 in the $16,000 race. Won that day easily. So I'm just going to go with this one. Another horse I was really looking at is number 8, Good Slide, with Jim Marshall III. Could be my second selection here. And not only was it 5,000 last time out, but from post position before, 1 by 2.25 lengths, was a heavy favorite that day. He was just a very easy victory. Has run the preferred handicap over at Freehold. That was on the 31st of October in the 7,000, same conditions as today. Finished third by 3 lengths. Had a mild bid at the end of the race. And then another preferred handicap back on the 17th of October. Finished fifth by 3.5 lengths, bringing from post position number 5. He was just fading a little bit that day. Very tough race after a victory. This horse is his winners of his last 2, and his last 2 victories have been very stellar. But I'm going to take my chance with the 7 horse here. Chancellor Cullen, first time Lasix. Carlosito riding this one, who doesn't ride a lot of horses normally. He usually trains them, but not rides them. He's 8-0 at this Freehold meet. 2 seconds, 1/3, no wins, of course. So he's a zero winning mark. Hopefully he can get the victory here today in this really tough race. So recap my bets for race number 8 from Freehold Raceway. Gonna go with the 7. I might do a 7-8 exacta. Maybe do it straight for $1, which is gonna cost $1. Maybe I'll even do a 7-8 exacta box the first 2, or 7-8 super box for 10 cents. Box the 7-8 for the first and second. Do all. I like doing that sometimes. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at 316.